Mm. Okay guys, welcome to Manflow Yoga Live. It is Monday, 8 p.m., Monday the March 24th, I hope, unless I have traveled to another dimension, another universe. It is definitely March 24th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So a couple announcements before I start the session today. This is completely open to anybody, obviously, but I am giving an option for donations. It's in the description. I work with a nonprofit called Turkey Lacrosse and spread the sport of lacrosse in Turkey. I used to play lacrosse in college. Those are my jerseys right there. And I play with the Turkish national team. Long story short, I'm the vice president of the organization, and we have to get all the kids from Turkey to the United States. A lot of them don't have money, so we're raising money. This is my way of doing it. So if you go to the link, it's Istanbul to Denver.myevent.com. $5, $10, $15. That would be awesome. Beyond that, I am selling t-shirts again. I'll have another batch in next week, actually. They will be blue. They will say Getting Yoked with Manflow Yoga on the back, and they'll have the logo on the back, and also a large logo on the front. 100% cotton, kind of stretchy, modern V-neck. Other announcements, DestinationFit.com, still doing the contest with them. That is going on probably for the next 6 months, as long as 12,000 votes aren't up yet. There's only been 11,000. I'm sorry, there's only been 500 votes so far, so there's 11,500 more to go. If I get a majority of those votes, then I win $10,000, which would be cool. So go online to destinationfit.com, vote there. Yeah, let me check how many people are in right now. I've got on my viewers, let's see here, a few. I won't say the real number out of embarrassment, but it's fine. You guys can watch it later anyways. It's a recorded event. So we're going to start. This workout is geared toward people who have desk jobs, who have tight hip flexors, who have tight shoulders, being hunched over from being sitting down all day. So we're going to see if we can reverse that trend. All right. So we're going to start just in plank to warm things up. I really like warming up with plank because it's a full body exercise. Gets the legs warm, gets the arms warm, gets the core warm. So bring your hands under your shoulders, feet to the back, about 4 to 6 inches apart, shoulders over your hands, but somewhat down, not dipping, but relaxing it to the point that your core is engaging to hold your body up. Neck reaches forward, shoulders away from the head so your body is long. Squeeze your thighs so that the backs of your knees lift up to the ceiling. And look at about a foot in front of you. Deep breaths here, grabbing the ground with your fingertips, pressing your heels toward the back, keeping your body as long as you can, and then squeezing your palms toward your feet. It's going to really activate your core. All right, and then roll over onto your left side. Bring it into a side plank. Lift your right hand up. If you need to take the knee down, take the left knee down, reach up. Get a nice stretch here, working the obliques in the left side, and then take it back down to plank, and then roll over to the right side. And again, if you need to take the knee down, take the right knee down. If not, keep it straight and lift the left hand up. Stack your left hand on top of your right hand. Bend the right elbow slightly. Plug your left arm into your shoulder. Reach your head away from the neck and the shoulders. And then lower your hands back down, back into plank. Shoulders forward once more. Thighs still engaged. And then bend the knees, look forward, bring it to the top of the mat, walk. Take a forward fold, relax the head and neck, let it all hang out. Chest touching the thigh, neck long, looking back up at your belly button so your neck is your spine is as long as possible. Your spine goes all the way from your tailbone to the base of your skull, so your spine is pretty long, not just on your back, includes the neck. And then inhale up to a flat back, hands to your shins, chest reaching forward through your arms,
Core pressing down into your thighs. And then relax, take a forward fold. And then inhale, press into your feet, bring your arms all the way up, palms touch above your head. And then exhale, bring your hands back to center. All right, here we're going to move into some other thigh opening stuff. Let's take another sun salutation just to warm up properly. Bring your arms all the way back up. Palms touch above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips. Lead with your chest forward. So imagine that you're following your arm as you come forward. It's going to help keep your back flat, lengthen the spine. And then inhale up to a flat back, hands into your shins. Or if you're pretty flexible, you can keep your hands on the ground, bend your knees slightly, pull your chest forward. And then lower your hands down, step your feet to the back, moving once more into plank. Lower down halfway. Forearms staying perpendicular to the ground, shoulders coming forward. Core staying engaged, and then knees down, chest down, reach the feet back, press the tops of your toes into the ground, baby cobra here, so press your hips into the ground, and lift your chest off the ground just a little bit, compressing the spine, bringing your shoulders back, head away from the shoulders, neck long, and then release back down, and then from here, take it into tabletop, and then into down dog from there, heels press back, arms spread wide, fingers spread wide, grabbing the ground with your fingertips, reaching your chest toward your thighs, biceps facing forward, triceps wrapping around to the back, toes off the ground so that just the balls of your feet are touching the ground, reaching the backs of the knees up to the ceiling. If you're not quite warm enough to do this yet, take a bend to the knees. Don't worry about it. Just do whatever you can at the moment. And then as you get more warm, you can work into getting more flexible. And then bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Get it up as high as you can. Press into your hands around your back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee toward your nose. Press into your hands around the back. Inhale, back up. Toes facing down. Heel presses away from you. Lengthen your left hip away from your left shoulder, and then inhale, bring your right foot all the way forward, plant it down between your hands, lower the left knee down and tuck the foot, bring your arms above your head, and then relax the shoulders so that you can see the space between your neck and your arms. There's no crunching of the shoulders and the neck, they're spread apart. And then instead of pressing the core forward here, bring it in. Chest is on top of the hips. Tailbone reaches down, core engaging, and arms are up. And again, relaxed. And then bring it to cactus arms. So opening up the chest here, opening up the shoulders. Pull your arms back and extend your elbows out to the side as much as you can. They're not going to move much, but it's going to help. Keep your chin away from your chest. Keep pressing into your right foot. Keeping the legs active. And then reach your arms straight up. And then reach them back. So open up. And then bring your arms back to cactus arms. Squeeze your elbows to the back. So you're drawing your shoulder blades together. Keeping your core engaged. Your chest is still drawn in. And then take it to a twist. Lower your hands at your side. Parallel to the ground. And then bring them out to the side, palms face the right side, chin away from the chest, shoulders lowered, relaxed, arms in one line. Reaching in both directions, get a nice twist. So you can reach forward another inch, reach forward, reach back another inch. Keep your hips, keep your knee above your ankle in the front foot here. If you're doing this and you're starting to twist and your hips are coming out to the right, it's no good. Keep the hips centered, keep the knee above the ankle. And then bring it back to center. Lower your hands down, frame your front foot. And then let's get a little counter twisting here to the opposite side. So just bring your hands to the middle of to the inside of your right foot. Turn your back foot down so that you're kind of making a warrior two, but keep your hands planted on the ground here. So right heel points to the left. And then bring your hand to the inside. Just bring it up into a brief triangle pose here. Roll the left shoulder back, open it up, and then lower back down. Bring your right hand back to the outside of the left foot. Step your right foot back. Bring it into plank. Lower your hands down. Sorry, lower your shoulders down. Lower your knees down, lower your chest. Bring it up into cobra. Relax the head and neck. Shoulders away from the head. Relax back down. Tuck the toes. Press up into plank. And then reach back up into down dog. Heels press down. All right, bring your feet back together. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Press into your arms around your back. Look behind you. Feel your chest. Feel your shoulder blades opening up. And then lift your left foot up. Lift your right hip away from your right shoulder. Exhale, left knee to your left nose. Your nose. You don't have a left nose. Press into your hands around the back. Inhale back up. Right hip away from the right shoulder. Exhale, right foot all the way forward. Plant it down. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the foot. Stack your shoulders above your hips. Bring your core back. Tailbone down. Knee over the ankle. Arms up. Shoulders relax. So if you're looking at a mirror in front of you, you should be able to see the gap between your neck and your shoulders and your arms. And then bring your arms out to cactus arms. So making a cactus. What else would it be, right? Cactus arms. Squeeze your elbows out to the sides and back, so you're bringing your shoulder blades together, keeping your core engaged though. So opening up your chest, opening up the shoulders, getting some relief for those tight shoulders that most people do have because of our office jobs. Even me, I spend a lot of time on the computer, editing stuff, making social media. So, even if you have an active job, you probably spend a lot of the time sitting, driving, for example, another way. And then extend your arms straight up, so you're making kind of like a Y with your arms here, extending the arms back. So really opening up the chest, opening up all this stuff right in here, right? So there's a ton of stuff going on here. Bicep meets here, you got your deltoid, your pecs, so the pectorals, major and minor, a lot of stuff going on there. And then back to cactus arms, pull the elbows back, press the elbows up to the side, keep your core engaged, tailbone reaching down. And then from here, extend your arms out parallel to the ground, reach your right hand forward, reach the left hand back, bring it to a twist. Shoulders relax, arms extend in both directions, knees still over the ankle and the front foot, hips still right in the center, not pressing up to the left now just because we're twisting. And then neck relaxed, neck long, shoulders relaxed. And see if you can get your arms parallel to the ground, in line with one another. Reach another inch. And then bring it back to center. And then coming to the opposite side, lower your hands down, walk your hands to the inside of your left foot. Spin the back foot down, just like you were doing in Warrior 2. Keep your left hand planted on the ground. Reach your right hand up for a brief triangle modification. And then lower the hand back down. Bring your left hand to the outside of the left foot. Bring your left foot back. Bring it into plank. Shoulders over your hands. Lower down halfway. Upper body coming forward. And then if you want, you can take an up dog here or take a cobra. If you're taking an up dog, make sure that your hips don't touch the ground. The only thing touching the ground here is the tops of your feet, the tops of your feet and your hands. Reaching the shoulders back, tailbone reaching down, core engaging, head reaching up. And then press it back into down dog. All right, take a minute here. I'm going to see where the viewers are at right now, and who the hell is texting me? Thought it might have been a tweet. It was not a tweet. So, up to a few more viewers now. Cool. Awesome. What's up, guys? So back in down dog. Moving on. Reach the right foot up. Exhale, bring the right foot forward.
Plant it down between your hands. Press your left heel toward the ground. Reach your tailbone to the ground. Chest off your thighs.
Extend your arms forward. Really reach. So as far as you can forward, creating as long a line as possible from your left heel all the way to your fingertips. Chest off the thigh. And then bring it all the way up and do a standing crescent lunge. High lunge. Ribs draw in. So see how my core draws back and then my chest lifts right on top of the hips. Back leg straightens. So I'm really getting into the hip flexor. And then I tilt my pelvis right down so I can stack everything in a straight line. Arms up. Knees bend. And this will probably seem familiar. Bring your arms back out to cactus. So opening up the shoulders once more. Keep the ribs drawn in toward one another. Keep your core engaged in the straight line. Pressing your elbows out to the side, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then lift the arms up. Reach the arms back. So really open up like you were giving someone a big hug. Or I don't know, whatever it is you do when your arms are wide. And then bring it back to cactus arms. And then bring it to twisted. High lunge, left arm forward, right hand back. Tailbone reaching down, so core engaging. This back leg's probably getting pretty tired. So let's move it into warrior two. Spin to face the opposite side. Knee still over the ankle in the front foot. Right heel points to the arch in the left foot. Tailbone reaches down. So legs squeeze together to both hips forward. And arms come out to the side. Shoulders relax. Neck long. And see if you can relax your knee right down on top of the ankle. Keep your shoulders right over your hips. Keep your arms active as if someone was pressing them down or pressing them up and you had to resist them. Draw your shoulder blades in toward one another. All right. And then windmill your hands down to frame your front foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, moving it into plank. And then moving through your vinyasa, lower down halfway, elbows in tight, core engaged, belly button lifted, and go into up dog or take it into cobra. Shoulders reach back, tailbone reaches down, head reaches up, inner elbows face forward, biceps facing forward, triceps back, and then press back into down dog from here. Fingers spread wide, toes lifted off the ground, heels pressing toward the ground, bouncing on the balls of your feet. Relax the head and neck, shake it out. And then make sure that you're opening up your back here. So a big focus of today is opening up the shoulders. So we can do that in down dog by wrapping. So bringing your inner elbows face forward, triceps down to face the back. And you'll feel that that really broadens the back, opens up the back muscles. You know, the pull-up muscles, the lats, serratus anterior, all that stuff. All right, and then bring the left foot up. On exhale, bring the left foot forward. Plant it down between your hands. Right heel presses to the ground. You might want to bring your right hip forward, slightly left hip back so that your hips are even. Chest comes off the thigh. Tilt the pelvis forward slightly so that your core is engaged. And then bring your arms out in front of you. Create a perfect line from your right heel to your fingertips. Shoulders relaxed. Knee over the ankle in the left foot. And then bring it all the way up. Straighten up. Really pull your right hip forward so you feel this really deep stretch in the hip flexor. And then see if you can sit down. Keep the back leg straight. Tailbone reaching down. So pelvis tilting. Bringing your butt under your body. Using your core strength. And then lift your chest up. Stack your chest right on top of your hips. Arms come out wide. Shoulders relax. Sit down another inch. Straighten the back leg. Keep your core engaged. Bring it out to cactus arms. Elbows squeeze out to the sides like you're pulling your chest forward, but keep your core engaged as you do so. Press your elbows out to the side if you can. Really open up. And then lift your arms straight up. So making a Y again. And then lifting your arms back, reaching back, opening up your shoulders, opening up the pecs, opening up, stretching your biceps even. And then back to cactus arms. Briefly here. Knee still over the ankle. Toes off the ground in the front foot, so you're making it all about the hamstring. And then bring your right arm forward, left hand back, so you're coming to a twist. Keep the right hip raised, left hip slightly lowered. Really reach in both directions, relax the shoulders down. Reach the left hand back, right hand forward another inch. And then twist all the way around, bring it to a warrior two. Back foot spins down to a 90-degree angle. Knee still bent in the front leg. Tailbone reaching down, legs squeezed together to draw the hips forward. Arms come out to the side. And sit down. Make sure the knees are over the ankle. Might be a little bit too easy, so spread the stance. If it's too hard and you feel like you're not engaging your core at all and it's all in the lower back, then bring your stance a little bit closer together. Arms are out wide. Bringing your breath back to normal. Sink down another inch. And then one the hands down, frame your front foot. Step the left foot back, bring it in plank. Move through vinyasa, lower down halfway into cobra or up dog. Look up slightly, keep your neck long, and then relax back down and move back into down dog from here. So we're working pretty well into the hips right now. A lot of stuff with hip flexors we just did. A lot of stuff with the shoulders. Shake your neck out, let it relax. Press into your fingertips. And make sure that you're not cutting off circulation to your fingertips. So instead of pressing into your wrist, press into the webbing of your fingers, especially between your thumb and your your thumb and your index finger. So it's like you're grabbing the ground with your fingertips. Heels pressing to the back, knees reaching up, hips reaching up. Bend your knees and look forward. Take it to the top of the mat, however you want. Inhale up to a flat back. Chest still touching the thighs. So you want this part flat right here. Chest reaches forward, core engaging to help bring your chest, your abdomen to your thighs. And then take a forward fold, relax the head and neck, spine goes long. Inhale, reverse, bring it back all the way up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands back to center. All right, continuing with the shoulder opening. We're moving to crescent moon here, so bring your arms up over your head. Lift your arms up. On the exhale, reach over to the right side, press your hips to the left. Tailbone reaching down so your core is engaged. Left shoulder rolls back, right shoulder points forward, and then lift your back a little bit more. So it's going to feel like you're arching your back. In reality, you're just straightening your back. So lift your chin away from your chest and straighten up. Get taller. Hips over to the left, even more. Straighten the arms. Use your right hand to pull your left hand over. Squeeze your biceps to your ears. Reach for 3. Reach even more. Roll the left shoulder back. Point your fingers toward the back right of the room. 2, 1. And then bring it back to center. Switch your grip so that the opposite pinky is on the bottom. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, press over to the left side now. Hips to the right. Squeeze your palms together. Use your left hand to pull your right hand over. Press your hips to the right. Create length from your hips to your ribs. So see if you can reach up a little bit more. Creating space not just in the side of your left or your right body, but also in your left body if you can. Pressing the hips over to the right. Right shoulder rolling back. Fingers pointing to the back left corner of the room for 3. Hips to the right, even more. 2. Biceps to the ears, reach back even more. Chin away from the chest. 1. And then bring it back to center. All right, almost done here. Reach the tailbone down. Look up at the ceiling. Biceps wrap around to the back. Triceps face forward. Drop your head and neck and reach back. Look behind you. Hips over the knees. If it sounds like I can't talk, that's because I can't talk right now. Keep your core engaged. Reach back as far as you can. Let the bend in your upper back and the middle back happen. Maybe bring the weight into the heels just like you saw me just do. So almost to the point that I might even fall over. 3,
2, 1, and then bring it back to center. Bend the knees, come all the way down, relax the head and neck, pedal up your feet, back and forth, keeping your heels and your balls of your feet on the ground here, just moving your hips to help reset the spine. And then from here, a little bit different from hot yoga, we're going to bring the index and middle fingers around the inside of the big toe, so hooking the toes. Squeeze your chest into your thighs, make your neck long, shoulders away from your head, and then use your bicep strength to pull your head down, lift your hips up, press into your heels. Not important how straight your legs get, not important how close your head gets to the ground. The only important part is that you're keeping your chest touching your thighs and that you're feeling the stretch in your lower back. Pull it down. Relax the neck, so shoulders away from the head. Pull down for 3. Lift the hips up a little bit more for 2, 1, and then relax your hands. Take a bend to the knees. Bring your feet back together. Bring your arms, biceps back to the ears, fingers inner waist again. Press up through the feet. Bring it back up to a standing position.
Cool. All right, so now we're back at the top of the mat. Shoulders are really warmed up now. Hip flexors are really open up. Let's see. How you guys doing? What's up? It's live. Tweet me if you want. I might respond. My phone's off, so I won't respond. But if you tweet me now, I'll do it next time. I'll have it on next time, so I will be looking next time. Anyways, I digress. Let's get back to yoga. Back to some manful yoga. All right, so you got your feet together at the top of the mat, knees slightly bent, tailbone reaching down, shoulders up. Sorry, shoulders relaxed, chest up, right? So it looks like I'm puffing out my chest, but in reality, I'm standing straight. This is good posture. This is how you're supposed to stand. All right, bring your hands back to your center. Drop your left foot to the back, moving into warrior 2 with the right foot forward, knee over the ankle, tailbone reaching down, arms out to the side. We're going to move into eagle arms from here, actually. So continuing with opening up the shoulders, swing your right arm under your left arm. So I'm going to switch sides for you so you can actually see this. Right foot forward, pointing to the left foot. So warrior 2 on the bottom and eagle on the top. So my fingers are interlaced. My right forearm is hooking my left tricep. And then I'm lifting my elbows up in front of me, in front of my face, and pressing my forearms forward. Tailbone still reaching down here. Knees still reaching out to the side. So good warrior 2 form on the bottom, eagle form on the top. Elbows lift, forearms press forward. So it might feel like my shoulder blades are coming apart. That's how it's supposed to feel. That's good. Chin up away from the chest, shoulders relaxed, elbows lift up a little bit more. Two more breaths. And then release. Arms back out to the side. Straighten the right leg. Turn the toes, all 10 toes to face the side of the room, and then turn the left toes forward. So bring it into warrior 2 on the opposite side. Left heel points to the arch on the right foot. Tailbone reaches down. Chest lifts. Arms out to the side. Bend into warrior 2. Make sure you can see your toe around the inside of the knee. Squeeze your legs together to draw your hips forward. Lift the chest up. Arms to the side. Swing your left arm onto your right arm. Bring it into eagle arms. This time on the left side. For me, my arms are a little big to do eagle, or my shoulders are a little bit too tight, I guess, to do full eagle and have my fingers interlaced like this. So what I do is I use my 2 fingers from the underhand, in this case my left hand, and I grab my right thumb. And that way I'm still getting the stretch. Tailbone reaches down, chest lifts up, so I've got straight form from my hips all the way up to my shoulders. And then I lift the elbows up, press my forearms forward. Relax the shoulders, lift the elbows up again. Tailbone reaching down, core always engaged. Knee over the ankle and the front foot.
for a 3, 2, 1, and then unwind. Arms back out to the side. Turn all 10 toes to face in. So your toes slightly closer than your heels. Heels slightly further out. Squeeze your hips together to pull. Squeeze your legs toward one another to pull your hips forward and engage the groin muscles. And then squeeze your thighs tight. Bring your arms out behind. Interlace the fingers behind your back, pressing your palms together. Inhale, lift the chest up. Relax the shoulders. And then on exhale, squeeze your legs together. Keep your thighs engaged and reach forward. Shoulders away from the head. Palms pressing together. Reaching up. Thighs engaged. Head reaching down toward the ground, bringing the weight forward into the balls of your feet, and really pressing your fingers together, strengthening your arms, strengthening your shoulders, lifting your arms above your head. At the same time, you're strengthening your legs, working on hamstring flexibility. Keep your thighs engaged. Don't lock your legs out. Keep them strong, and keep going further down. Use your core strength to help you squeeze down even more. When you squeeze your core, your lower back lengthens, which means your head comes closer to the ground. Lift your arms up higher for 3, 2, 1, and then lower your hands down. Walk your hands forward. Pull your chest through your hands. Cobra. With your upper body, legs stay where they are, engaged. Lower your hands back down. Let your chest relax. Bring your hands back up to your hips. Stand up all the way.
Cool. All right, from here we're going to move into some more hip openers. Turn your right toes forward just like you were doing in Warrior 2. And then bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Turn your left toes to face forward. Walk your right foot out. Bring it into lizard pose. Press down to the right heel. Lift your chest forward. Press into your hands. Make sure that there's equal distribution of weight in your forearms. And then squeeze your butt down. So you keep your back flat, flexing. So you're getting the stretch in the right inside of your leg and also in the left hip flexor. Pulling your chest forward and also getting a workout, right? There's endurance involved here. This is hard. Chest reaching up for 5, 4. Squeeze your right butt down toward your right heel. Keep the left leg lifted and strong by squeezing the left thigh. 2 more breaths. Core engaged to help flatten your back. And then take it to the other side. Lizard, opposite side. Left foot out to the side. Right foot points to your right hand. Pressing into your hands equally. Pulling your chest forward. Squeeze your left glute toward your left heel. Keep the right thigh strong. Every inhale, you pull your chest forward. Every exhale, you sit down a little bit lower. 3 more breaths, or 5 more breaths, excuse me. And then bring it back to your side straddle fold. Feet level once more, and then bring it back up to standing. Walk your feet back in. Ooh, hip flexors, kind of wiggly right now. All right, let's work into some balancing stuff. So I said we do upper body, some shoulder opening, and that all leads, and the hip opening, that all leads to crow pose. So crow pose is the easiest of inversions for yoga, except up dog, but you can all do up dog. So squat down, just like you're doing a squat, right? Knees or heels in, toes out. You'll find this squat's probably a lot easier than it was at the beginning. Your hips are pretty open now. Chest lifts up,
press your hands into the ground, just like we were doing before. So your elbows line up with your fingers here. Inner elbows face forward, triceps face up. Lift up onto your toes as high as you can. Bring your knees up toward your armpits. And then squeeze your elbows in. Before we do this, let me recommend, this is not for everybody, but the prep, you can work on that. Anybody can work on that. Lift your heels off the ground so your toes are on the ground, and then maybe just try lifting one leg off the ground. And then try the other leg. Bring your toes together, lift your heels up toward your butt, squeeze your elbows in, make your shoulders relaxed as much as you can, and then squeeze your knees into your triceps, use your core strength to hold you up here, and just hang out. Heels up toward the butt, neck long, and then come back down the same way you came out. Right? Crow pose. So take 5 more breaths, try it again. I'm going to do it as well. Hands on the ground, index fingers facing forward, thumbs facing towards one another. So same as a push-up, we do in yoga. Knees come up as high as I can, plant them. I can squeeze them into the triceps, or I can set them on top of the triceps, just like a shelf. And then I bring my weight forward slowly, bring my feet up toward my butt, keep my elbows, my knees high, and the shoulders come forward. And if you want, you can straighten your arms, bring it into crane pose, and this really works in the core strength. So I'm actually not using my legs as much here. I'm using my legs a ton more because I have to use my legs to squeeze my core in. And then relaxing back down when you're ready. So, let's crow pose. Cool. We did crow pose. Yay. Right? Oh, all right. Start from crow pose. Let's do a little bit more shoulder opening. So this is a bit more passive. So lie down on the ground. Moving kind of into the cool down phase now, right? Inversions are the last part, the peak, and then the cool down generally. So extend your left arm out to the side, straight out, and then roll onto your left arm. So stretching here, opening up the pecs, the bicep. Press into your right hand. So really opening up here. Keeping your neck long, shoulders back. Just like you do in every pose. It's funny, you can actually cue a completely different pose from something that you're doing, and a lot of it will apply to another pose. So there's themes in yoga. If you learn them, you can be the master. And then take it to the other side. So right arm extends, roll onto your right side. And then use your little press. So feeling a twist, actually in the left side, your lower spine, in addition to opening up in the shoulder. And bring it back to center. All right, we're gonna do so from all the hip opening that we did today, we're gonna move into pigeon pose. So first option for pigeon, start with the right leg. I'm gonna mirror you. No, I won't. So start with the right leg, bring your right knee toward your right wrist, right ankle across your body, foot somewhere between your left hand and your left knee. Caterpillar your left foot to the back of the mat, as far as it'll go. Pull your right hip back, pull your left hip forward. Walk your hands outside your hips. Reach your tailbone down so your core engages here, just like you do in every pose. Chest lifts, and then walk your hands forward. Ease onto your forearms. Ease your head down. If this is completely inaccessible to you, another option, one that I really like to do, bring your sole of your foot to the crook of your left elbow, and then wrap your right arm around the knee, interlace your fingers, sit up as straight as you can, and just rock your leg back and forth. So a little bit more active of a stretch, but same muscles being flexed here, same muscles being stretched out. If you're down in half pigeon, see if you can relax your hips. So instead of fidgeting, just let it happen. Let your hips get close to the ground. And truly magical things happen in half pigeon sometimes. It sucks while you're in it, but then you get out and you're like, oh my God, my hips are feeling amazing. So pain now for pleasure later. And then release. If you're in this variation, Bring your right hand to the right foot, ease it out, back to straight leg. Left footers, bring the knee back up to the, moving to the left foot, bring your left knee up to your left wrist, left foot across, rock the body, somewhere close to the right hand, edge the right foot back as far as it'll go. Pull the right hip forward, pull the left hip back, reach your tailbone down toward the ground, press your hips down, walk your hands outside your hips, reach the tailbone down, keep your left foot flexed, chest up, and then on an exhale, reach your hands forward, ease onto your forearms, lower your head down, take a nice stretch. You can look back at your abdomen here, and I say this a lot, but you can really use your own body as an indicator of whether you're straight, whether you're oriented, you're even, your hips are even the right way. You can actually just bring your hands to your abdomen. You can look at your chest, and you can see if they're facing straight or not. So right here, I can tell that my abs are facing forward. That probably translates to my legs, right? Yep, see? All 5 toes are on the ground there. My chest is reaching forward. I'm creating length from my toes to my head to help get deeper into this pose. And I'm relaxing my hips. I'm not fidgeting. I'm just letting gravity do its thing and push my hips toward the ground to help get a nice stretch. Take one more breath. And then walk your hands back. Tuck the back toes. Lift your left leg up and back. Heel presses away from you. Right hip away from the right shoulder. And then lower down. All right, we're going to come into a final stretch. Just a nice big quad stretch for all the standing poses that we did. So bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, just like you're doing a lizard pose. And I recognize this pose is not accessible to everybody. So if you can't do it, I'll show you a variation shortly. From here, you're going to roll onto the top of your left knee, so kind of like the top of the bottom of the hamstring. And then from here, press into your left hand, reach your right hand up and back in a nice big rainbow, and then grab the outside of the foot, open your chest up, press down through your right foot, and pull your left foot toward your butt. This is the deepest quad stretch that you will ever feel, ever. It's amazing. Oh, geez. Hold it for 3 more breaths. And if that one doesn't work, then you can just take a quad stretch like this, easing onto your back, pressing the knee down forward, lifting the hip up, and then relaxing the hip. Just like that. So if you just got here, stay here for a few more breaths. If you've been in the other pose, the other variation of the wizard with a twist, switch now, move to the opposite leg. So this time, left foot comes to the outside of the left hand. Right foot edges back, knee over the ankle and the foot here. Roll forward onto the top of the right knee. Reach around with the left hand, big arch. Grab the outside of the foot. If you can only grab the inside, then maybe you can kind of work your hand around to grab the outside. You can also use some fabric here. Maybe you have some sweatpants you can grab to pull in, or if you have a towel, that'll also work. And then roll your left shoulder back, press into your right hand, press down through your left foot, and open your chest up. Take 5 deep breaths here, 5 honest breaths. Pull your foot in, roll the left shoulder back even more for 3, 2, 1, and then release it. All right, and now just as an indicator of how far you've come from when you started the day, when you ended, everybody stand up. Bring your feet shoulder width distance apart, toes slightly facing out, tailbone reaching down. So just like you would do a squat. Bring your arms out in front of you, and then sit down just like you were doing a squat. Sit down as low as you can go and feel the difference. I can do this right now, and I feel no tension whatsoever because that workout opened my hips up so much. And I hope that it feels the same way for you too. Maybe you're not quite touching your ass to the grass yet, but hopefully your hips feel a lot better. And healthy hip flexors, healthy back, healthy core, translates to your whole body. So
That's a good thing. Hopefully we also open the shoulders up, doing a lot of the stuff at the beginning with the cactus arms and reaching back. You know, so much of the time, like I said earlier, we spend so much time hunched over, driving, sitting at desk, that when you can actually stand up and open your chest up, get really wide, you know, it helps out a lot. Okay, so that was the workout for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you're live, if you're watching and it's not live, it's the same thing. So awesome. Thank you for watching. Facebook.com/manfulyoga for all announcements, information on how to buy t-shirts, information on remote training, Destination Fit. Let's see here. I guess just a few announcements. DestinationFit.com for that contest. Go vote there. You can also buy a digital download of my video that I did them for $15. That's actually the only product that I have available that is a video at the moment. So if you're looking to work out with me and you want to take it in a transportable format instead of from the internet, that will work. Otherwise, Facebook.com/manfulyoga, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. New t-shirts coming in next week. Those will be, again, $29.99, including shipping and handling. V-neck, really nice material, really soft. And they will say "Getting Yoked" with Manful Yoga on the back, and have a nice big Manful Yoga logo on the front, so you can rep Manful Yoga wherever you go. I've had orders all over the country for that, so that's really a cool thing. So thank you to you guys who ordered them, and if you're hoping to order one, I've got a lot in stock coming, so I should be able to fulfill your request. Lastly, I'm offering remote training. I have about 2 or 3 more open slots. So for those, that's just one-on-one training, just like this, video conference, web conference, webcam format. You know, talk to me. We talk about what you're looking for, your goals that you want to achieve. Maybe you just want to get better at a certain pose. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to get bigger. You know, so whatever your goals are, we talk about them, figure out how we can attack them, plan out 1 or 2 sessions a week, and then, you know, we go to it. Send me a message about that and about the t-shirts, dean@manfulyoga.com, and anything else. I answer all emails. I respond to all posts unless they're absolutely ridiculous or sexually aggressive. Anyways, cool. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys soon. Next Monday. I'll see you next Monday, 8 o'clock, same time, PM, Central Standard Time, Texas time. Good night.